Microphones are on. I got to turn the cameras on. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, YouTube. Good morning, Twitch. Good morning, everybody. Tom's in here fixing microphones that are broken.
Thank you. All right, cans. See you.
We got a green mic over here. All right, let me fix Joe first.
That's what they all say.
There's Joe.
Hey, fix Joe. Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning. How are you? Let me get this graphic out of the way. Oh, wow. I can almost get you both on one. Hold on. Let's do that.
Get close, yo.
I like it.
We're going to do this. We're going to put the ladies on
Look at you,
camera.
Handheld.
One there.
Pulling mics out from under the
Don't want to
sofa
miss
here.
what Jess has to
Then
say.
we got
Microphones everywhere in this thing.
Yeah, we got too many.
There
Too many toys in here. This was my pussy cam right here.
See?
Whoa, that's what they all
Just
say.
a couple
Oh,
bunch,
it's
come
under
on.
the-
Bunch of gearheads in here.
Oh, here
bunch
it
of
is. Yeah,
gearheads.
this is the squirt cam, right?
Woo!
Water sports,
Oh,
get
they're
it,
so
yeah!
ready for you. This is
Ding
why-
dong, ding.
Do you see what I needed?
I definitely understand.
I came alive. I had to come alive. I come alive.
It's a fun one, though. You're going to have a good time.
Let me
cheers. I
fix.
love you guys.
Is it Jordan?
It is Jordan.
Okay. I forget things real fast, Jordan.
Yeah.
You said it, and I'll be like, oh, fucking forgot it already.
We're
You're
all
good. Well,
one
I know.
syllables.
I know that you're either Tom or Dan. So
It's on the back of the chair, but nobody can see it because of my head.
Yeah.
It doesn't
They
really
sit
look like
that
us
way.
anymore,
No.
especially now that I've gone homeless. All right,
Mm.
guest one is good. Guest two, I gotta crop him. I want him to look better.
Well,
Do we need
okay.
to promote anything for
There we
this
go.
particular weekend, or can this run on Monday?
Yeah, no, we're
okay.
we're easy. I mean,
Okay.
I can talk about the
Well, if
next
they're gonna
things
run
that
it
we have
Monday,
coming
we could-
up, but
you could do that. We got Swing Nation coming up
Yeah, we can talk about what we have the
in
next
2 weeks.
weekend.
Yeah,
They got
we got a big
parties.
takeover. Yeah, we got stuff too. So we
Okay,
Yeah,
can tie
I'll
into
talk
that
about
and
Swing Nation.
yeah.
all that stuff.
And we actually have a class coming up at Secrets.
Nice.
So
Oh,
it
that's
all
right.
works. I mean, we have a class on April 9th. So
Tom,
yeah.
you're teaching that class, right?
What is that? Do you know?
Intro to no sex. Like,
Oh, is it Dirty Talk? Is that what we're doing at Secrets? Oh crap! I remember.
Oh, look. So
Hold on.
now I figured out how to
Find
do
it.
it. Now I
Calendar
can
here.
just do injured on the go, just call Tom. And I put devil horns on Mo. This is what I've been spending my morning on. Stealing people's logos. All right. We're ready to go. Can you guys hear okay?
Yeah.
It's okay.
All right. Is it too
We might have
loud?
to get
or-
closer to you.
All right. Yeah. And then hold on.
Pull me closer.
Jules,
I got you.
what mic are you on? Yellow mic, blue mic? Talk into your mic, please. Or who was that?
Jess.
Jess. I said
Oh.
Jules. See?
Yeah.
It's tested.
Jules is here?
Tested and it happened.
I know. I was like, "Where's Jules?"
Jules.
Where'd you
She's
get
under the
Jules?
table already. Get the squirt cam.
I'll text Debbie.
All right. Which mic are you on? Go ahead and talk into that for me.
I'm on the
Yay,
one
I
that you
gotcha.
can do all the
on,
things
on
with.
the handheld.
Yeah.
We're good.
All right.
We're good. We did it. All right, Tom. Would you like to
Yeah.
begin? Here we go. And 3, 2.
Welcome back to A Corporate Time.
That was bumpy.
that
was bumpy.
I
I gotta call it out. I gotta call it out.
Why do you have to call it
Because we are
out?
the most honest show on this radio station. We call it's warts and all radio.
Oh,
It's the way we've always done it. It's
yeah,
the way
yeah.
we've always done it.
But no one would have even caught it if you
Oh,
were
they
just
catch it.
powered through.
They absolutely catch it. And you think they don't catch when our teeth whistle? Oh, they catch when our teeth whistle. I get emails.
Yeah, but
of it.
why bring it up?
Do our guests? Do any of our guests do your teeth ever whistle?
Okay.
yes, absolutely. And sometimes I
Yeah.
have a syllabus S.
Yeah, my teeth lately. I think it's when you get older, your teeth start to whistle.
Throwing those
Is that
really
like-
running dry
Is that a
S's,
sign
yeah.
of old age?
Oh, you know, I brought Flint mints for everybody before we get started.
That'll wet your whistle.
Right?
you know?
I'm here for you, Tom.
Is that or
In the
Yeah.
case of whistling teeth,
Yeah.
the
Those are
mints, the wet mints?
Yeah, the
Yeah.
wet mints.
All right,
Yeah.
give me
These
some-
are-
I
we're
need a
doing
wet
it.
I
Wow.
mouth.
have it
Pass
under
around.
good authority that Barack
Everyone.
Obama uses these before he does speeches.
We need
Well,
them.
let me
Did
get
you
one
know
of
that?
those wet mints.
Yeah.
There you go,
let's all
Tom.
apply. Let's all apply our.
Yeah. Well, let me
Right.
say who's here. We do have our guest. We do have Joe from Fairville
Morning.
Megastore.
Hello.
And you brought some guests.
It's so dead.
Yeah, you brought some people in here. Tell
It's
me,
so dumb.
who'd you bring in?
Okay, so one of my favorite things about actually being on y'all show is the fact that I get to bring some of my favorite people with me. And these have become some of my favorite people.
Sweet.
So we have, many of you guys know, we have a location. It's Secrets in Kissimmee,
Yes.
which is a lifestyle resort. Not only is it a lifestyle resort, can we just say premier?
Lifestyle.
They rolled out the red carpet for our team yesterday. We had a leadership meeting actually in Club Swingster, which is their destination
Club
dungeon.
Swingster?
All right, hold on. Joe,
Yeah,
we're
this
So much
fine.
to
You'll
unpack.
never
So
make
much
it to
to
Club
unpack.
Swingster. Look me in the eyes. You look me in the eyes right now. You'll
30
never
seconds
make
in,
it to
Joe.
Club
Do it
Swingster.
fast.
No,
You're not cut out for
I
Club
love
Swingster.
my life.
You're not Swingster material.
Oh, everybody Swingster material.
Take your
Not
tiny
everybody does.
acorn ding dong and hit the bricks.
listen,
in our own way.
let's talk about the lifestyle because so Secret's Hideaway.
Yeah.
What's going on in there, Joe?
And that's double. I don't know if you know that, but that's double secrets. Secrets hideaway.
Yes.
right.
That's a double secret.
We're
Yeah.
hedging our bets
That's
here
not just
today,
one.
huh?
It's a secret, and we
right.
hid the secret away. That's a double hidden secret.
Which is why we brought two people to talk about it.
Take
actually.
your acorn ding dong and hit the bricks. You get the hell out of here.
I guess you could have called it Swingers Hideaway, but then that
No,
gives away the
that's-
secret.
Oh, God, you're such an idiot.
Yeah,
Boys,
but
there's
I-
plenty of room for an acorn ding dong. Hey,
There might be a real
Thank you.
one in it already.
You know what
Don't
I'm saying?
fall into my trap.
Jordan,
So-
don't listen to him. He's
Any
crazy.
which way, we're solid at secrets, and you guys are always more than welcome to come chill
So
with us.
fun.
Can you keep my secret that I had a hip replacement?
Well,
I don't want
they
anyone
know
to know.
because
no,
of
no.
Walker.
I want to go and I want
And your
no
diaper.
one. I want to go and I want no one to know.
Well, we won't tell anybody else.
I want,
right?
and I
Yeah.
wrote a song about it. Here, I
No,
wrote a
come
song.
on.
We'll get him a blanket.
If you are
What happens
handicapped,
on air stays
I
on
wrote
air.
a song. If you are handicapped and you still want to have sex,
Come on.
Why can't we do
because
that?
it's a big deal, I wrote a song for you, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. Everybody quiet. This is a new song. Fairfield Records. Here we go.
Handicapped people wanna have sex too, just like the blacks and the whites and the Jews. Handicapped people get boners too. What has two wheels and is filled with goo? Me! I'm filled with goo!
Come on.
He's filled with goo.
No, Jordan, I told you to stop.
I like the jingle. I'm not gonna lie. I'm in it.
He's not bad at that. Oh, I'm digging.
Me! I'm filled with goo.
All right. Okay.
Man,
Sorry,
We're at a
sorry,
really weird
Joe.
crossroad here, boys, because it just so happens Secret's Hideaway is looking for a new jingle, so
I say we need
we're gonna have to.
Hold on.
I'm sorry. The planets have aligned.
There's
here
a
this
man
morning.
yelling at the end. Yeah.
So, oh yeah,
There's
I
a man
apologize.
screaming at the very end of the
This has
song.
gotten too crazy.
4 minutes in, I'm so excited.
So, Joe,
Yeah.
first I apologize. Second,
I don't even know what that
No
was.
need. I love it.
back to the lifestyle.
Yeah.
So,
Which handicapped people are
tell
part
me,
of.
no.
They definitely are.
Tell me about the lifestyle in Secrets. Is it a clubhouse?
Okay, so I'm gonna tell you my side of
Tree
secrets,
house.
and then I'm gonna introduce you to the inside of secrets.
Okay.
Pull the rope swing up.
So how we know
No
it,
girls
fair-
allowed. This is butts only tonight, baby.
giving new,
I don't even know how you get your
new
senses out, man.
definition to get them. Okay, so we have a location in Secrets Hideaway, which we have for about 20 years. It's an amazing partnership because they support. Are you guys familiar with hedonism in Jamaica?
I went there.
Yeah, we have both been
Yeah, we
there.
have both
Did
been
you
there.
know that we
Yeah.
have something comparable in Kissimmee, 45 minutes away?
What? Kissimmee hedonism.
My pop-up knew it was
Yeah,
coming.
my
He told
dad-
me.
My dad said that one day there will be a Kissimmee
Yeah.
hedonism.
But he thought it would have to do with a lot more Puerto Ricans.
Oh, hey.
You guys are on a roll.
I'm half
this
Puerto
morning.
Rican.
No, I'm just saying, that
Ryan?
was my pop-up's belief.
Yeah, I would say.
My last name was Rivera at one point in my
All
life.
in under 6 minutes.
I'm telling you.
Yeah, we go quick.
I
We go
feel
quick
they
in
have
here.
their
Show it's the
champions.
gas.
We only have 20. We only have
I like
20.
We're
it.
Get
catching up.
So
All right,
Kissimmee hedonism.
yeah, so here's what I did. So we have a location there. We want to support anyone and everyone, and we love the idea that we can support Central Florida in such a way.
Yep.
So, to make it really fun and exciting, over the last year, this is the promo team for Secrets. Jess and Jordan, are they the cutest thing you've ever seen in your whole entire life?
Aw.
And they work a pool party like nobody you've ever seen. And so I wanted them to come and kind of share the inside secrets of secrets.
The inner scoop, eh?
Right,
Okay,
right?
all right. So how do you
You've been
even...
dreaming of this day. I won't even.
You're
I'm not even
welcome,
gonna say any
Tom.
jokes or anything. I'm just gonna.
Well,
let
it
just gonna
just-
sit back and let this be.
And before we get into it, I just want to explain
This is where you
myself.
ruin it. Why do you gotta explain yourself.
No,
just let him explain it.
Because everybody assumes that I somehow am like obsessed with the swinger lifestyle.
I want y'all to know this is a very typical conversation with anybody. This guy, a lot of ums and uhs.
This guy, all he does is complain about having no sex, and all he does is baby oil and bick his pubes. That's all he does. He's like the football player that never gets in the game. No. Always wearing the pants, always shaving his pants.
I'll get in once, like Rudy.
But there is a league minimum for pay, right?
Yeah,
there's a league minimum,
what
so
do you make?
he's cruising. He's cruising.
$23,000 a year.
I'll get in one time.
He's a high-paid arena football quarterback.
I'll sack it good, like Rudy did. I'm sorry. So, how do you even get involved in Secrets? Is it a membership? Do you just show up? Tell
I'm
us.
gonna give this to you guys.
Yeah, Jess. You know what? Why don't you hit this? How we kind of break down our membership and how we do our things.
Okay, sure. So we do have day and night passes, and then you do have to have a membership.
Okay.
So you can do a membership either like a 1 month, 3 months, 6 months, or a year.
Day passes are for uggos, right?
No.
So now the coolest part
That's how strip clubs work. That's an honest
Well, you're
question.
right. The coolest part of
that is an honest question. All strip clubs, day shift, night
come
shift.
on.
Yeah.
The day and night
That's
pass is a
strip
great
club.
way to kind of come on in and see a vibe without, like saying, okay, you might not be sure you even want to come back, which is a thing. And that's totally a real thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
you might come in and be like, hey, this is my cup of tea, or it isn't. So we try to do a really
I want to
great...
come back.
Yeah, I already know I want to go.
That's usually what we're going for, right, Jess?
It's kind of like tacos. I already
for
know
you to
I
get a
want
room.
3 of
That's
them.
right. That's right. So continue with how we do our things.
So we definitely want y'all to just check it out because it is a little scary. You hear the word lifestyle, you're like, oh my gosh, what does that mean? Does that mean I have to get naked in front of people? Does that mean I have to have sex in front of people? Absolutely not. It's only if you want to. It's your journey. Maybe you just like to be naked. Maybe you just like to watch. We encourage all the things at Secrets Hideaway, and there's a place for you.
It's my journey, Tom. And you're not going to ruin it with your garbage. If
George,
I want to tie him up purple, I'm tying him up purple.
While Jess was talking, Jordan reached over and started caressing Jess's
Yeah.
leg, and I'm like, oh my God, it's
they're gonna
happening.
do it. I've seen these on Pornhub.
It's happening.
I've seen this. It's a guy, because I got VPN. It's a guy who's doing a podcast, and then the porn stars are like, he's interviewing them while they're doing it. And he's like, how does that feel? I'm weird for asking you that, aren't I?
Okay.
You know what, guys? Actually, the coolest part about Jess and I, too, in addition to having this amazing job at Secrets, being able to work with an amazing team and literally being what we feel is like the Ellis Island of lifestyle, where we get so many diverse types of lifestylers.
I think it's exactly the same.
That's really what it is. Not that we're like the number one thing out there, but like we get so many people coming in so many different types of atmospheres.
Do you change your name when you reach the mainland? Right? You come home what will my sex lifestyle name be?
You can have an alias.
Giovanni,
some people
but
do.
now I'm Hank.
Definitely.
This is a whole topic. There's a whole topic in the BDSM community called alters, and that's a huge. What you were just talking
What's your
about
name?
is people do have an alter personality or persona
What's
that
your
they
name,
kind
Tom?
of channel, and they.
Mine's a little weird. It's Watermelon Hopkins.
I'm Rumpelstiltskin.
Right, Rumpelstiltskin and Watermelon
Now let me
Hopkins.
say,
we
both
sound
these
like
names-
racehorses.
Both the names are incredible, gentlemen. I think we
Thank
should
you.
these are
We've
great
been-
names.
we're
we
born
just
for
got
that.
up-leveled, right?
And
We're born for
I call Jordan Daddy.
That's
Hey,
right.
I knew that with the caress.
So what I was getting to, gentlemen, and Jess has kind of alluded to, is that in addition to us working together, we also are together. So as a
So
little
are
1-2
Tom
punch.
and I.
There you go.
They come as a shot.
I had a feeling.
Tom and I
Podcast leading
Yeah.
to a lot of
In
crazy
fact, as
things,
soon
boys.
as
You
you're
know what I
out
mean?
the door, is 69 wild in here, man. It's crazy. in here.
Do you record that, or is that extra?
Right.
In
Yeah,
fact,
that's
we've-
membership only.
I don't know if you've known this, but we might have a record. We've 69 for 4 hours.
Oh my
That's why his
goodness.
hips are bad. So,
Dude, I feel like we have 2 new stand-up comedians for our comedy
I
shows
know,
Broke my
seriously.
hip.
that we do.
Broke my
You
hip.
know?
Oh,
So,
we should do a
okay.
podcast out there.
So you could just show up,
Sure.
and now who is there? Okay, but let's talk about because I've been to hedonism.
That's a great question too, because
Dwight Howard is-
so officially at Secrets we all sign non-disclosure agreements. So we're actually as a
Are you
business,
serious?
dead
Okay.
serious.
Absolutely.
So everybody who comes to
You think
us,
you think this is a game, man?
Why do you
I
think
want to
it's called
slap
a secret
your
hideaway?
face. I want to slap your face and,
And
be
the
like,
security is
what
on
the
point.
hell do
Well-
you think this is, dude? You think this is some sort of amateur hour game?
well, it's cool because
Secrets, dude.
Exactly, and one of the things that people don't realize is that we are a true private event. So when you do come to our property, although it is, it looks like a resort complex. It has all the rooms, everything. It is a true private event. So when you come through. through. We take this very, very seriously as far as privacy, people playing in a safe, consensual, and honest, play area where you all, if you're coming into our world to have a good time, us, myself, Joe, Jess, extensions of Secrets Hideaway, we're on the lookout to make sure that this is just an amazing experience.
All jokes aside, it's like, that's the most important part is the privacy aspect of it. So, you could ruin everything by just not, taking that seriously.
Let's just walk through a scenario.
Sure.
So
don't make it weird.
That's what I was gonna say. We're being a douche.
Well, honestly,
bad behavior.
you can make it as weird because to us, I mean, there's no.
Well, I'm not gonna kink shame you. I won't kink shame you. I promise.
I mean, ain't no weird in our life anymore.
Yeah.
So Jordan and Jess, so let's say me and my wife.
Someone could make it weird.
I'm not making it weird.
You're making it a little bit weird.
But it's our job to say there's no such thing.
I mean, the fact that you loosened your belt up before you started going into your.
Tom's weird as fun.
This guy's about to launch his penthouse forum across the bay.
I'm just awkward. I like comedy and chainsaws.
Comedy's back.
Back to Tom and his wife.
Comedy's back.
That's what I'll announce when I walk into Secret. So let's say I convince my wife to go to Secret.
I heard a tooth whistle, by the way. Point that out.
And maybe I get a day pass. Do I get that online? How does that work?
You get it at the gate.
Do I call?
You get it at the gate. Just like a state park.
So you can do it online, absolutely. Just save your confirmation code and then show that when you come to the front desk. We also want to make sure everything's on the up and up, so we do check your driver's license, make sure you're good to go.
I have to have a valid driver's license.
You got to make sure that you're
doing
nothing.
You've got to at least appear like you're a decent human.
You take your toll-running acorn D out of here.
Yeah. What can I say? Like, if it is suspended, can I give you a valid reason why? And then maybe you accept me.
He's like, I swear it was just a parking ticket. It was just a parking ticket.
The high council. He wants to go before the high council and beg for.
Well, a medical marijuana card works.
Oh my God! I want to pull this back just to say that there's no way that Fair Villa would be involved if this wasn't a high.
Right?
No, I
You
know.
know what I'm saying?
We're talking 20 years.
Right? I mean, yeah. Well, and
time.
when we started our partnership with them, it was not what it is now.
Oh, definitely.
We took a big step of faith with the James. We love them so much.
It was just a tent.
It
was just a tent and one man and a guitar.
But
you're actually not wrong. Secrets Highway is like about 15 years of repackaging what lifestyle was at the time, what we think it should be. And for a while, there really wasn't much direction because it was kind of tough to get a whole team of 50 or 60 people that are lifestyle minded that, hey, okay, I can get up there. Like, so
that
for myself
ugly
as a
old
DJ,
people. I'm reading between the lines. You had to get all the ugly old guys out of there so you guys could have some fun.
Hey, we got room for
There's
everybody.
places for everyone
not
here.
necessarily. That place is so diverse and inclusive. It is an amazing spot to spend a
from
weekend
like
by the pool.
20-something-year-olds to 70-something-year-olds.
I'd watch that.
Everybody, body positivity.
I watch that
sex
now.
positivity.
I watch it
Old
live.
DeJour.
But think about it.
Yeah, I love Blue Pill Man, Old DeJour, Fix the Bike, No Money.
Yeah. It gives me hope for the future.
But there's also certain things that we think about too that we try to look at as a community and as Secrets is that, hey, if you're coming in, you're let's say you're a DJ or you're a line cook or you're going to help us out with our front desk.
Amateur.
It's all great that you can jump in and kind of do these jobs, but now, hey, how's your heart? How's your head?
Nice.
Can you jump into the lifestyle frame
You don't
of
have the
mind?
heart for anal, Tom.
And you might have somebody come up to you that is part of a throuple where they're actually married to
we
one
know a
person.
throuple.
And
We know a throuple. Yeah,
And
they
you-
thrive.
Right, they sure
Those
do.
people are killing it.
Hey, listen, the whole poly field and the whole poly topic.
Culture.
Yeah, it's popular now, right?
It's a very big
you
thing
see
right
it
now.
everywhere, I feel
Right.
like, yeah.
So you're getting a little bit more than just the typical married couple or
Yeah.
dating one-on-one kind of scenario at Secrets. It could be anything.
Is it a weird? Are we not weird because that's negative, and I don't want to make it negative.
No,
is
you're good.
Is there like a almost like a sexual revolution or something going on right now? It seems like
Ladies,
that-
what would you say to that?
yeah. What would you?
Because guys are just
I feel
we're
like
horny
there's,
all the time.
I feel like
so.
there's a transparency. I think again that's one of the reasons why we have stepped to the forefront to remove the stigma of sex. Everyone is doing it. Let's have a good time doing it. Let's be healthy while we do it. Let's enjoy one another. Let's speak life into one another. Let's do it well. Let's not have it hurt. Let's do it till we're old. Let's do it while we're handicapped. Let's do it when we lose a leg. That's what we're trying to do here.
I'll play the song again if you want. So your scenario, you and Crystal get there.
Yes.
You walk into the main entrance.
Our lobby area,
You have
yeah.
your
Okay.
pass. You
Yeah.
say, you greet everybody. I don't know. You probably go over, get a finger sandwich and a Sprite.
Do I put a name tag on?
No.
So we actually have wristbands that we put on everybody.
What
for
was
the
your
day.
name again?
Rumpel Smooth.
Hello, I'm Rumple.
But the other cool part is so if you've never been there, we have days that are dedicated to our newer personnel, newbies. Yeah, exactly. Our newer people that come to Secrets. Those are usually our Wednesdays and our Thursdays. Our Thursday is technically our newbie night, and we encourage anybody who has never been in a lifestyle situation. Maybe you're curious. Maybe, hey, we've been married for 20 years and we want to spice up the relationship.
Sure,
it could be anything.
Oh, that's me.
There you go.
I'm
just going to
Tom, I'm going to keep hitting categories in a second. If I hit you with something, man, you just be like, that's it. That's the one.
That is you.
Yeah, it seems like almost some sort of sentence at this point.
Yeah.
Jail
of,
where it's like, if I can
jail, if you
only
will.
find a doo-doo pipe to crawl out of, I'll be free.
Yep, that's one a show.
Anyway, okay.
Yeah, no, but I was saying, so Secret Hideaway does a really good job of taking days like that and kind of embracing all the newbies and saying, hey, you're going to come out on these 2 days. We're going to show you all the ins and outs of our property, everything from Club Swingster, our amazing dungeon that we have on property, to our...
Hold on, a dungeon?
A BDSM, a true
That's
BDSM
what I was
dungeon.
talking about.
All right.
Club
And it's a
Swingster.
true one. This is like, Seth Petrozelli has a true, real dojo.
Tom realizes that we need more
This
than
is
20
a
minutes.
Real,
He's like, we need more than 20 minutes on this
is
topic.
a straight,
Definitely.
real dungeon, man. This is a traditional style.
Okay, so what's in the okay, well, this is back to me in the lobby. I'm in the lobby. I get my wristband.
You're shaking like a leaf.
We're getting excited for you.
That's it. That's
No,
it.
I have a couple drinks to,
I don't know if they allow that.
Yeah,
Relax.
you're hanging out by the pool. You're grabbing a drink.
We
There's
encourage the
an
adult
amazing
beverages.
What are you
DJ.
drinking? What are you drinking?
There's a full bar. They have great food.
He's drinking a
Great
Bubba
food,
Gulp, like a huge Bubba Gulp of a White Russian. I mean, huge.
Put it this way, Tom. If you were to go on a retreat or vacation for the summer and saying, hey, I want to take the wife to Italy or Secrets, that's the kind of white glove service that we're looking
wow.
to do. We're trying to take sex
Ooh la la.
and elevate
I
this
like
bad
it.
boy. Yeah, dude.
You can
That's
go to
it.
Vienna.
I've been
Yeah,
to
man.
Italy,
Come
not so
on.
good.
If we could-
If we could white glove sex, I know it sounds crazy.
Ew, that's
like, it's
kinda-
like, yeah, right?
Why don't we go black
Right?
glove?
well
There you go.
said.
Because we don't have to wash them as much.
You know, if we can make this more like Eyes Wide Shut and Key Party,
You love Eyes Wide Shut.
sexy.
I
and,
know, the bird mask.
You know,
Yeah.
like people.
Do you guys
get,
ever wear bird masks?
You can
Well, that's
wear
what I
bir-
was gonna say.
Yeah,
Is that
yeah.
the theme nights are? I know y'all like to dress up. So
It's
whether
Halloween
you're,
every weekend.
Whether you're into the lifestyle or not, it's an amazing place to wear that thing that you can't wear anything else. To look at what the theme. They got a Barbie night. What else is coming up?
I have
know
a
you
MAGA
had-
hat with a
What's this
with a
weekend?
Cabbage Patch weenie.
Yeah, we got coming
Find
up.
the right
So-
event, right?
So it's going to be Playful Pirates because we got Swing
Pirates.
Nation.
Playful pirates.
Parties that are
See?
rated R.
Yeah.
Come on, boys,
Yeah.
let's go.
And I think
Let's
Freaky
go.
Tiki
Yeah.
is one of the other ones
Cute.
for the upcoming.
Deck.
So,
So you go
Yeah,
get
what?
your outfit at Fairville.
Tom,
and
think
you
about
wonder
it.
where
Your
you're gonna
wife,
bring
probably,
your wife.
being married, she probably wants an excuse to get dressed up, maybe look
Oh,
good.
they're
Let's
so
go out
hot
on town.
together.
They did a
Every
goth thing.
weekend. This is an excuse for you to put on a costume, a
He
sexy
loves
pair of heels.
costumes.
Ladies can dress up and just kind of.
Yeah.
That's when it all went
know,
south.
it's
a lot of
When
fun.
you got rid of the
Sexy.
costumes and tried to be a real businessman. That's when it all went
well,
south.
speaking of that, I'd have to trick her to come here, and I'd be dressed in a suit because I'd tell her I have a business meeting with Mo. And you have to
Okay.
show up.
Yeah.
And
It's a Wall Street thing. We're good.
so okay, but let's say I'm in the lobby.
God, we've never gotten out of the lobby.
Tom's never
Yeah,
leaving
we've
the
been there
lobby.
for an hour.
He's
This
like
guy's been
peeking his
pacing
head
around
out.
in circles.
Like, oh.
I order.
Why don't you have your wife pull one boob out and we'll just do a circle of the property in a golf cart?
I order a Sex on the Beach drink because the 90s.
Amateur hour over here.
Tom, I'm really going to warp your mind real quick. If you're really a little nervous about it, we have the brand new Secrets Hideaway metaverse that we're dropping in a
Yeah.
couple of
That's
weeks.
so good.
Yeah, you can
Oh,
put on
That
VR.
you'll actually be able to put on your VR goggles.
Yeah.
You don't even got to leave, bro.
Oh,
you can,
I
like,
got that.
Yeah,
I
know.
got a
You can do it
VR.
from
Put
the
on your
comfort of
VR.
home.
Next thing you know, you
do
say,
this
come
right at
on,
the
I'm
house.
down there.
Have the wife come sit on the couch with you, bro, and you're there, you know?
So hold on, I can go VR into Secrets.
We will be able to
Yeah.
do this,
And
yeah,
then
man.
you just talk to the.
We are going to be producing the first ever sexually charged metaverse that's out there. Yeah.
Oh, I love
Yeah,
that.
Pretty crazy.
And then are
You
you?
can get out of the lobby finally.
Yeah, we got your back. We
Yeah,
got
he
your back.
walks-
Or you
walks
can bring
right
the
out.
party there, man. The party's in the lobby,
This
too.
is so lawnmower
okay.
man, and you're so awkward.
So okay, me and the wife are walking around the pool. Now what?
Digitally walking around the pool.
No. I like this is real life.
In real
okay.
life.
They're in the
In
flesh
real
now.
time.
Now
Okay.
they're in the flesh,
And
Danny.
how? Okay, so you just start mingling with other people, and then is there any sort of? Do you get right to it? Like I find in business. business meetings, it's better that you tell some jokes up front and you talk some small talk, some sports or whatever, then you get down to business.
How about that Russell
Small talk
Wilson?
rocks. And honestly, Tom, Joe and Jess are going to handle this. This is really, really great because there is kind of like a good way to kind of tackle secrets, and we talk about this all the time in our tours and with our newbies. So yeah. So like, if you girls want to hit that of like open mind and like kind of like our honesty and how we have our pillars and stuff, like kind of what we base it on.
Yeah. So if you come in, let's say you come in on a Friday, and Fridays I like to tell people, especially if it's your first time, maybe come a couple days before. It's the calm before the storm. You know what I mean? Get your feet a little wet.
Sense, yeah.
You know, dabble like.
My feet.
Yeah, start with your feet.
I feel like your feet are in advance.
I was just saying, doing a saying.
Yeah.
Because we do have our pillars.
Well, you can start with your feet too, because
it's like you're praying like a monkey with your thighs.
Okay, go ahead.
well, because a lot of cool things, you know, I mean, like I said, a lot of things happen in our pool, so maybe the feet's more comfortable first, and then you'll like. Maybe by the end of the weekend, your whole body's in there. Who knows?
All right, okay.
Well, and the best part about Secrets is that we're built on 3 pillars. You know, honesty, an open mind, and consent are really the 3 things. And before you even walk on a property at Secrets, whether you identify as a man, a woman, whatever your pronouns are, we got room for everybody. Those are the 3 pillars of Secrets Hideaway. So you know when you're coming into our private party, hey, you know, let me have that open mind and just, you know, try to say, hey, what's up? My name's Jordan. Where are you from? What's going on? Or you know, I'm going to make sure I'm consensual with everything. You know, no, you know, rubbing up on anybody I don't know. Let me make sure I'm asking somebody for permission first. Hey, what's going on, man? Listen, I find your wife very attractive. Do you guys want to hang out? And that's totally an open statement at Secrets.
Oh, that was pretty easy.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know?
All right, I see what you did
Well,
there.
just to be serious for a second, I imagine that the vetting process
Correct.
is to keep
Great word, by the way.
any weirdos out, and that would make people feel more comfortable. But like, hey, you know, you guys vet. Who is inside Secrets, so therefore you're not going to show up and you'd be scared. They're like, oh, there's a bunch of creepos around.
Right.
You know.
And we also hedge our bet as well, too. You know, not that it's bad, but and from a guy, too. I've been a single guy before. Sometimes, you know, the single men is where stuff gets a little foggy a little bit.
Sure,
so we take extra precaution on that end. It's not bad. Now, there are single guys that are in our community straight up. You know, we have guys that go by the name of Boston Joe and our homie Damon, who are amazing single men that come to our property.
And soon, Watermelon
as a
Hopkins.
single guy. But check this out, Dan.
Yeah.
We only allow 10 single males on property per day.
Oh, my God.
And we're upping our price, too. So, you know, because we want to make
you
sure.
You got to do like that Trump gold card.
It's just
to
about
get into the world.
It is just about $1,000 as a single guy.
You got to price it high.
To get on our property at certain times.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, we just want to make sure everyone feels comfortable,
correct.
safe, and
this isn't to scare anybody off. This is just, hey, you know, between all of us, we know, guys,
makes
we know where the
sense to
riffraff
me.
is. We know where the riffraff is. So
Boston
we're just trying to keep.
Joe must be slinging.
Yo,
it.
Boston Joe's gonna love. We shout him out on every show.
Shout out Boston
Every
Joe.
show. Big
Could
shout out
you
to
ima-
Boston
Yeah,
Joe, dude.
Shout out to Boston.
What is he doing?
Yeah.
Like, I can't even imagine.
I'll get him your email. Don't
Hey,
worry.
digital high five from Watermelon Hopkins.
Anyway, sorry. So now
We've done a lot of bad today. I feel like. Yeah.
And then just
let's talk about the dungeon for a second.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, hey, Jess, did you have one more thing? You want to put a pin in that, right?
Zero, like if it's your first time, we just tell people to come in with 0 expectations because you're bound to have a lot more fun. If you go in with expectations and then say it doesn't happen, then you're kind of like, am I going to go back or not? So,
Right.
You know what I mean? So it's
Just be chill.
The best stuff
Exactly.
happens organically.
correct.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
chill.
Correct.
Go hang out.
Take only memories, leave only footprints.
Dude,
right?
I was a double book DJ. I was just a touring DJ that found Secrets by accident. And I literally loved it so much. I love the lifestyle. I love the idea of how everybody thought together as this other community that I was like, yo, I need to figure this out. I don't care. I used to live in New Jersey, and I'm out here now. And I met this girl from Wisconsin about 3 years ago. We've been dating. Like, I had no idea. My best friend in the whole world.
love story, man.
But if I didn't
But
find lifestyle or
it
any of that, I don't find any of this. I don't find this relationship.
Right.
I'm
Yes.
not, you know,
That's awesome.
going after
Okay.
my career in a whole new way. It's crazy.
I've got a very insider question for you,
Please.
and you'll know the answer, but this may be nearly impossible to talk about on the radio.
God,
but
your
I'm-
eyebrows are going up. I mean, like, I don't even know what's happening.
Tom,
here.
I'm going to do
ready
everything in my
head
power
Yeah,
to
yeah,
answer
yeah.
this
What do you
question.
need me
We're
to
going to
do?
figure this out.
I'm here for you,
Yeah,
buddy.
yeah,
We'll figure this out.
And
Should we all
so-
hold hands? Let's all
Are you
hold
having
hands.
a heart attack right now?
Now, Jordan, you got to remember, we do air this on terrestrial radio,
Yes, sir.
even though I truly believe the FCC.
Oh, yeah.
Tom's giving me every opportunity
Well, I mean,
to
look,
think about my answer
we
right
know
now.
They'll kick
this,
us out.
I like
we know
it.
this is
Yeah,
a
yeah.
tree falling in the woods with no one around.
I brought trained professionals. So you're okay.
But
Right.
Jack will still kick us off the air
Yeah.
because he'll be like, I don't want to deal with
Yeah,
this
you don't
BS.
know what
Jack,
he
I got
might
you.
be-
I got you.
He
I
might
understand.
be giving up sweets for Lent vent or
coach,
something.
yeah.
He's in a bad mood. You don't know with him.
Yeah.
Because normally he's the nicest guy in the world, but you catch him on a bad day.
But I'm familiar with the lifestyle. I've seen a lot.
I wish you'd
of
stop saying that. You have
information.
no idea about
Well, throughout
the
the years, I've asked a lot of questions.
You've never gotten out of the lobby.
This is the state for it, boys. So,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
mean, like, you know.
But we've been talking about this for 20 years. I've been personally talking about it for 20 years
Yeah.
on the radio.
Yeah.
I've been, and then other people have told the listeners. We know BDMs that are involved in this.
But have
I've
you
asked them
ever?
questions.
Have
No.
you ever?
No. All right, here's the
I'm
question.
just saying.
Here's the
Ronnie. His name's not Ronnie. Here's the question, Ronnie.
I'll be whoever you want. I'm excited.
Yeah,
George,
we're
excited.
role playing here. We're role playing here. You're Ronnie.
question. So there's a thing in the lifestyle,
Sure.
right, where it involves a married couple, and then you bring in another person.
Sure.
It's usually the
Oh,
bull.
the bull?
Yeah.
Yeah,
And everybody knows
I
that.
love
Yeah.
the bull.
But then there's some people that are into a thing after that is called
the
the
Dr.
cleanup.
Bob. The Dr. Bob?
No, not the Dr. Bob. It's called the cleanup. What was it called? Oh
my God, it's Dr. Bob. My God, are you talking about the cleanup? This is your
Don't
wife
do it.
speaking the crow. How dare you talk about the cleanup and the big bull?
And then with the cleanup, and then it seems to be in the research I've done that it's popular enough to be around a lot.
It's
right?
a
So I'm like-
demasculizing Kiss the Ring scenario.
So-
right?
So then I'm wondering, like, is this a very popular
Oh, there's
kind
a lot of
thing?
men that like to be humiliated?
Not the
I think
humili-
there are, yeah.
Tom,
I think that's
I'm going to spread.
I
I'm
think
going to
that's a
spread this
real
out.
kink, and I'm not shaming. I think
Well,
that's
actually,
a thing.
you hit the nail on the head, Dan. And what you're
I'm
relating to
ready.
is-
I'm ready to go to Secrets. It's just I'll never go there because my wife.
Is
But
what-
I'm ready.
it's one of the many kinks
Yeah.
of Secrets Hideaway. What we found, Jess, myself, Joe too, obviously over the years, is that the kinks of Secrets. That's where the fun is. That's where you see somebody's true brain and their heart and kind of like what
I
they're
see your brain,
into
Dr.
and-
Bob.
Yeah,
And I
you're
see
like-
you eating it off the
you're-
spoon.
You're unpacking people
Ooh, that's
in
well said.
Yeah.
such a cool way,
Intimate way.
right?
Yeah.
In such an intimate way, and
Yeah,
And in
they're
a
crying.
safe space.
And crying. I'm beating it with a rubber chicken. He's crying. I see your true self.
that's exactly what it is. Like you get these people broken down to their true selves, and literally when that character, that kink or that excitement comes out, that's the real them.
Oh, I'm eating
so there's
slop out of a
nothing-
coffin.
There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. It's just that people are into different stuff. Like there's a show that's on Netflix right now called Bonding. I don't know if you ever saw this.
No, I haven't.
So there's a show
You
called
will now.
Bonding.
This guy's horny.
It's on Netflix right now. They're only about 15, 20-minute episodes. Now, the reason Netflix probably didn't go past season 2 is because the Bonding show did go there a little bit.
Yeah,
so
it
it
went-
did,
yeah.
right, Jess? So we've been
It went-
watching this, and you could jump into it too a little bit. It's such a great show, and you see the weirdest. And I don't want to say weird
it
again
just
because
about
it's not.
kinks? Is it just
It is
about-
about kinks. It's about
Yeah.
kinks. It's about pleasure. It's sexual. It's
Things that
it's,
push the boundaries.
Right, like there's the guy who just likes, being tickled, right?
Oh, yeah.
There's a tickle fetish. You could, tell him because it's
That's real. We sell a lot
for real,
of
for
those.
real.
See?
So
Yeah.
what was the
Well,
idea
or
behind
there's,
him?
So he, whatever he had growing up or something, that there was a dominatrix that literally, the wife couldn't do it, so they hired a dominatrix to help fulfill this fetish. This
And if you're
kink.
listening out there, that's okay. If for some reason you can't fulfill a fetish or something for your significant other, that's what the DOMs are for. That's what the BDSM community is for. There's people out there that will help you fulfill this in
what
a
this
totally
place is for.
professional way where it's not like, hey, don't cheat on me with my husband. It's not about that. It's about getting to that common goal together. How can we build as a couple and grow and figure this out? Because
It sounds like you need to work on what you have at your house first to get
well-
to the point so you can get to the lobby.
what a
That's
great
also
comment
well
though.
said.
What a great
Yes.
Dan, you're spitting
Yes.
such
Right.
lifestyle truth.
'Cause I'm
because
ready, man.
If
I'm
you're
ready.
taking
You don't
any
want to have a
sort
baby
of
to save the
What
marriage.
if your
Yeah.
wife is like, I'm not letting no one
Yeah.
stomp him?
Yeah.
Like, I was just
You
like,
can
what?
go there if you want to, but when you
No,
get
she wouldn't
back,
let me go.
I'll be gone with the boys.
Yeah.
Well, we
And
talk
I'll
about
tell
this all
him
the time,
about it.
Jess, about like the consent and just an open mind to get into these
She does that.
situations, right?
Absolutely, and maybe you're not ready
I
to
will
come to
tell
Club
your
Secret.
sons that you like to have your testicles stomped, and I will say it in front of their teacher in the bus loop. Don't mess with me, Van.
I was wondering.
That's me playing.
I
the
was
role of
wondering
your
who the
wife.
color
That's
was
me
on this
playing
show
your-
when I
that's
walked
me
in. I'm like,
playing your
ooh.
wife.
Who's going to be the color?
Did that rattle you?
Dan, put that to bed.
I played Crystal. No, I thought I did a good job.
It's all to bed on that.
So then,
So
what's
good.
the first step to like signing up? To
I know
get-
this answer, and
Oh.
the first step would be talk it out with your partner or someone you want to bring, because the rarity of you going as a single guy is probably a 0 unless you're like extraordinary. So
Yeah.
I would say if you're my age and you got a wife, lay the ground rules. Second thing you want to do, were you not listening to her? You got to go on a Wednesday and kind of scope it out. Walk around, look around, say,
Or
maybe,
Thursday.
Yeah,
Great
maybe
great time to start.
maybe I'll just unzip and maybe pull one testy out. And I'm walking around the hot tub with one testy
See if
out.
anybody notices, you know?
Yeah,
And then
see,
go from there.
See how I feel. See how it feels with a little air on it.
Another non-joke is it seems like most people's first experience is the fact that it's way more normal than they thought, right?
Yeah.
Because even when they hedonism, it's a damn
I was
resort
thinking
just
of
like every
hedonism.
other
Yeah,
resort.
crazy.
And then all of a sudden you're like, oh, there's nothing different than anything. And then obviously there's the nudity part and stuff, but you're just like, you're shocked by how normal it seems. And
It almost evens everybody out, Tom. It's almost like, you know,
Yeah.
if you were to go to the mall and meet up with a friend, she might have her Louboutin shoes on and maybe the Fendi purse. When you show up at Secrets, everybody's in their birthday suit, so you get into great conversation. It's almost like you forget about all the other stuff, and then you're like, oh, wait a second, I didn't know you had that job, or
Well, it's one
you
of
work
the,
there,
It's
or
one of
that's
the
crazy.
reasons why educational institutions use uniforms to try and even everybody
Correct.
out. I started a school.
This is our school uniform.
for kids, and everybody was naked,
know?
but it did fail horribly. It's like
That's how we do it.
It's terrible.
Body
I
adornment.
didn't think it out.
Speaking of nude hedonism, when I went there was what seemed to be an armed Jamaican man standing in the front of the nude section.
Yeah.
Yep.
Forced me to get nude.
Jess
front
met
of
that
him.
guy too.
Definitely met that guy.
And then I had to pull my bathing
Pull your
suit
pants
down.
down,
No,
Acorn.
sir. No,
And
sir.
I was like,
He's
young
like,
boy,
socks
Do
too.
the Acorn, man.
You know how young I
Socks
looked
too.
at
Get 'em
21?
all off.
I look like
Take
a,
off your pants, man.
a 16-year-old rosacea face boy. and I pulled my
But he meant business. He was not playing around.
12-year-olds.
You better get those clothes off.
and I pulled them down and I walked out.
I say, did you leave him there or did you take him with you?
No, I think there was some sort of cubby that I put them in.
Don't put him in the cubby. No, you didn't fold him
Sandy.
either. You stuffed him.
All right. So, is there any events coming up that people should know about?
Yeah, so we have Swing Nation coming up.
That's right, in 2 weekends, right?
Yeah, absolutely. So it's going to be, that's the 4th through the 6th.
Swing Nation
Correct.
is their
Swinger.
Ninja Warrior course.
That's right. That's right.
Swinger
It's the American
Society,
Ninja
yeah.
Warrior of.
What is Swing Nation? What is that? Is that just like a celebration of like?
So it's actually, I apologize, it's Swinger Society,
That's
but
right.
Swing Nation is under that umbrella.
Correct.
And they actually, it's Dan and Lacey. They are out of.
It's the Midwest area, yep. And
Yeah.
they also, so they have an amazing group that takes over our property. So when we have these takeovers, we have lifestyle groups that come in from all over the country and all over the world on designated weekends to where they've booked out our hotel property. So that's why I said in the beginning of the
that's
show,
cool.
we're kind of like the Ellis
You
Islands.
guys are a destination.
Yeah,
now. That's
Correct.
great.
Absolutely.
Correct. So it could be anything. So this group specifically enjoys the art of swinging and being that part of the lifestyle. You know what I mean? This lifestyle term kind of encompasses all these different divisions, and swinging is obviously a huge one of it. So consensually, this is probably one of the biggest swinger parties and swinger weekends at Secrets. That's
You're
coming up.
born for this, T.
Last insider question, because my wife literally asked me this. She knows about, what hot wife is and the cuckold.
There you go.
A
A couple of terms flowing
I know,
around.
look at
There
you.
go.
That's impressive.
There's a thing called braiding too, which like it's a weird. It's just like it involves.
On the next
like,
show, we're going to get Tom to stop talking like, he doesn't talk like this. You know, we're going to get the arms down.
He's
We're gonna be
very
good.
uncomfortable
But
right now
then-
because you don't understand how horny he is. He's about to tear this room apart.
But he asked for it.
But then she asked me, she's like, are there women that like to watch their men with other women? And I'm like, yes, that's a thing. And she's like, no, she can't even wrap her head around it because she's so jealous of she's
Yeah.
like, I can't even understand that. I'm like, and she's
Why
like,
don't you try it?
Well-
and she's like, that can't be popular. And I'm like, probably not as much, but percentage-wise.
So, Tom,
what do you
I'll
guys
give you a term. Jess likes to say all the time, sometimes, that she's bi-situational in certain stuff. So can you explain that to Tom, since he was just talking about?
I know what that means.
Well, no, I mean, if you,
You know
just
what that
in
means?
case,
Do you
just
know
in
what
case,
bisexual means,
just
Dr.
in
Bob?
case we didn't have you already here this morning, you know? I
sorry.
want to see about, But Jess uses that term all the time for us because, like, it really is on a per
Yeah.
basest thing. It's got to be a vibe. It's got to be an energy,
and
right?
Everything, like I said, everything. You may go in being like, oh. That's why I say zero expectations is better. Because like, ooh, I'm going to go do this today. And then you're like.
I like that voice. Would you use that voice?
That's Wisconsin.
I'm going to go do this today.
That's
She goes like
Wisconsin.
this.
Look, girl. If you want to know what hooked me, that's the hook right there.
Where's my swing, eh?
Give me the Fargo wood chipper.
You got a don't you know in
Oh,
there.
put it in there, don't you know?
But I would.
Sorry.
It comes out. I can't. I don't.
Yeah, it's
I
fine.
just don't know.
I
Push
love
it out.
babe.
Push
Keep
it out, eh?
I am having a
But
great
I can
time.
I can attest to that. So I just actually told Jordan on Saturday night. I was like, Jordan, I said, I might actually want to see you do things with this girl, and I might enjoy it.
You said that?
Literally
And
2
I'm
days
like,
ago.
And
Now
she put an
imagine
A.
me.
She put
Come
an
in
A
the-
on the end of it, too.
Tom, you got to come hang out with me, bro. I mean, look at this.
party.
I'm like, this
Party
is great.
with him.
My
Now, I
wife's
didn't even
like,
know this was happening.
Don't go in there. The bathroom stinks. That's what I hear.
We actually make sure they're squeaky clean, y'all.
Our bathrooms are great.
Their housekeeping is on
I want to
point.
see you with another woman. Maybe.
Don't go in there, the bathroom.
The coolest part about this is that these situations can happen anywhere. And again, finding the lifestyle and finding this pulse has made it all possible, which is cool. And the two of us, completely honest with each other. I find myself talking about so many things. I'm like, hey, babe, I'm going to go to the bathroom right now. And I'm like, it's crazy. Like, we're just talking about
Tell
the
her that,
weirdest stuff.
Jordan. God.
And like, but it's cool. Like,
I
there's
gotta go drop off Dr. Bob.
right? But she needs to know when I'm going to be back. You know what I mean? I got to give her the proper amount of time, so she needs to know.
Well, you don't have
But
to
like
tell
I'm
her
saying,
everything, Jordan.
we find ourselves talking about a lot.
You're
and
an
when you-
oversharer. This guy,
Yeah, we got-
we'll be
Oversharing.
doing a
No.
business deal, and he'll have the guy on the hook, and he'll be like, just so you know, we're really cheating you. We're not giving you the value. And I'm like, what are you doing?
Oh, she got the value. I worked that bathroom to the bone. So
How
we're
many
good.
people, this is my
We're good.
final serious question.
Okay.
How many people have you guys, would you say, and I'm not looking for I'm not trying to
Sure.
go crazy. How many people would you say that you guys have actively been a part of? Like, we've been in a,
You asked for a body
we were in
Personally?
a 17-person human
So
centipede.
I'll be perfectly honest. If you want to know something fun about us,
Yeah.
is that Jess and I literally we don't participate in the lifestyle with other people often right now. There has to be a connection. There has to be some sort of an energy.
You should put on a show.
Well, so the cool part is we're having a great time learning
I
about
could
each
do
other
that.
and being in the life. So Jess used to be married before she met me,
Yep.
and was in the lifestyle with her ex-husband in a completely different way. So when we got together, and the three of us are all very good friends. This is a whole thing, a whole other story, a
I
whole
know
other
what that
episode for
means,
y'all.
Jordan.
So we have a great time. He's living back in Wisconsin now,
Yep.
but it was just a different speed and something else that she needed at a point in her life where it was almost like I got tagged in. He's cool living in Wisconsin, doing his own thing, and we're enjoying kind of this new wave of lifestyle, BDSM community, the community of people we meet at Secrets, in other lifestyle properties. She's never really had somebody who's been all in lifestyle to kind of go there and get a little crazy and just have some fun.
With less
and-
restrictions, I'm guessing.
With less restrictions.
Because is it a place where if you don't have these things, these guidelines, these ideas like set forth before you go in, then maybe you end up with what you had before, which was restricting you and maybe a little possessive or weird or
And
could
some-
be. I don't want to put words in your mouth.
And you
but
might be
that could
coming
be a
into
problem,
the
right?
lifestyle to try to fix a problem where what you said before.
Right, like having
bringing-
a kid, the relationship's failing.
Bringing
People are like,
something
let's have
fresh,
a baby. You know, yeah.
starting fresh in the lifestyle is really the way to go because you want to bring any issues in because then it's not the real thing. You know, it's
Right.
being based off something else.
Last question,
Sure.
insider question.
Sure.
Yeah,
Does
yeah.
the
We've said this like 100 times.
Does
but it's
the-
fine. It's fine. And we are almost out of time. so.
Does the bull know the husband's in the closet? Because I've always wondered that.
I was gonna ask that.
Because I'm like, why is that closet open a little bit and just shaking in there?
I see a red light blinking.
So most bulls, so there's two different ways you could do that. You might have a bull that talks with a couple and says, hey, we're going to have same room play. And then in that case, the husband's in the room either watching
But I
or
want him to talk
participating.
like Trump the whole time.
But there's also a
But those,
situation.
gonna do
you
it? I think he's
negotiate
doing
all
it.
those.
Right,
You
that's
doing a
all.
great job.
That's all in the negotiation. So there
Is
all
he
could
doing
also
a great
be a
job?
case.
I think he is. I think he's going to do it. Maybe he won't do it.
There could also be a case where they've negotiated the play to be in separate rooms. So it'd be like, hey, my husband is cool with us playing separately, and that's a thing.
Oh, that's
It's
way
a very
better.
real thing.
And then I get in there and I'm like, let me tell you about this bitch. And then we don't do anything. I just talk the whole time about how much I hate my wife.
That could be a kink. Maybe
Yeah.
the wife's into that. She's
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
hey, make sure you talk a whole bunch of junk about me in
Yeah.
there. That could be a thing.
You just never know.
Let's throw out the website real quick so people know exactly where to go.
Sure,
Oh,
absolutely.
the chat room is intrigued. I mean, they
Yeah.
want to.
We will be back. back. I promise.
Yeah,
Whenever
they
the
wanna-
boys want us back
they
in the
wanna
show and
check
Joe
it
wants
out.
to bring us, we're in the house for whenever you guys want. But they
Love
can
it.
check everything out at secretsfl.com, right, babe?
And that gives you everything upcoming events, day passes, night passes,
Right.
all that sort of fun
And
stuff.
Tom
if-
went night skiing over there.
and Tom, Dan, if y'all and your audience want to hear a little bit more about what we do, we actually have
Just a
today our official Secrets Hideaway podcast that we do every Wednesday.
I'll
Jess,
subscribe
Jess
to
and I
that.
host that up, and that's every Wednesday at 5 p.m. Eastern from the Secrets
Hell
Hideaway
yeah.
Facebook page. So we
I
do that
need
live.
a new podcast
And
to
don't
listen to.
worry
And
about going to
check it
Secrets
out.
unprepared, because once you get there, Fairvillas in the lobby
Yep.
can dress you,
Yep.
get you your supplements, make sure you have all
And
the
Jess
things
and
that
Jordan
you
are there
toys
9
you may
times out of
want.
10 too. So you get this dream team hooking you up.
Oh, that's
whenever
cool.
you're there.
That's
Yeah,
very cool.
So
right?
We take you under
We
our wing and make sure
gotcha.
you guys have a good time. We set you up for
the
success.
best
That's
time,
awesome.
best time.
Well,
This
thank
is
you
just
guys.
like the ski trip. You go to the shop, you rent your skis,
Yeah.
you get your day pass,
right.
you get your
Yeah.
night pass.
And,
It's
and
just
if,
like
and
skiing.
one
also too,
spot.
Tom and Dan, if anybody else has questions or stuff they want to hit Jess and I up through you guys or whatever, we're
Yeah.
at Team Jess and Jordan on Instagram and Team Jess and Jordan Marshall on Facebook.
Well,
So
you guys are
can check
fun.
us
Hey,
out.
thanks
Thank
for
you.
being good
Thank
sports
you.
and letting us ask dumb questions and be
Yeah.
silly.
Always.
We
always.
really
Anytime you want
appreciate
to have
it.
us back for that, we're down. We
Oh,
love it.
100%.
Thank you guys.
Well, Joe, thanks so much
Yeah,
again.
appreciate
thank
you,
you.
Thank
Joe.
you, Joe.
Yeah.
All Fairvilla locations at fairvilla.com. There's
Yeah.
a ton of
Yes, sir.
them, and we will see you tomorrow.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Got it. We're still on Twitch and YouTube though. Just to let you know.
Great
job, guys.
Hell
Yeah.
Sorry, so crazy.
Dude.
Let me see.
No, we-
I have to say that every
T,
time.
where's that go?
We'll put that Monday, just because it was more
I got
spicy. Monday at 8.
And if you guys want, what we'll do is, if you get Joe all the links and stuff, we'll get them to our social guys.
Okay.
That'd be
And we'll
great.
blow it all out.
Yeah, 100%.
We'll share the networks.
Thank you, man.
And it was dirty talk. Good one.
Oh, yeah, good.
did
Okay,
good.
Get
cool.
our social media
Shoo.
person to cut this.
So much to try to remember.
This is
Hold on,
on
baby, I'm
YouTube
stepping on you.
Live and Twitch
I
right
know,
now.
I'm
Awesome.
just-
So
I'm like, I don't know.
they'll cut out the video.
Are you guys throwing your stuff on Restream? How you guys blowing it out that way?
Yeah, we have Restream.
Restream, okay.
Yeah.
Because we're actually trying to get. I'm just like, Jess, you see this? This is how
I
I,
know.
want to bring our podcast
Well,
up, like our
we
just upped our.
we do a lot with a little though. Like these are really cheap. I mean,
Okay.
this is the only good camera we have. I mean, but yeah, if you ever need any help with
I
any of
appreciate
that,
it,
hit
man.
me
Thank
up, man.
you.
I would love to help you out.
Killer, man. Thank you so much. You guys are
Very
great
nice to
dudes.
meet you
Yeah,
guys.
same.
Thanks for coming in, Joe. Always a pleasure. You guys are good sports for letting us act stupid.
Dude, please.
Oh, we love
That's the
it.
best way to do it.
Appreciate it.
We're all kids at heart.
Yeah, but hit me up for sure if you need some help with it, man.
Love
I'd
that.
love to help.
We actually we just follow. I think we
And
just
I'll-
followed your show.
And I'll do the same. I'll like and subscribe.
Let me make sure we got their stuff. You have your phone?
Casey, you want to come on in here, man? Come on in. We'll put you. No, you're good. You're good. Good to see you, dude.
You as well.
How
What's
are
up,
you?
Man?
Where's your pop at?
I'm probably blowing up your bathroom.
Yeah. Do you want the normal seat? You can just sit right there. Good to see you, dude.
Appreciate it. You as well.
How's everything going?
Oh, it's great, man. You know, staying busy.
That's
trying to work
awesome.
as much as possible.
Love it.
All over. How you been?
I had the hip replacement, and you know, it's good. It's better. You know, I feel a little better. Yesterday better. Today better than yesterday.
How long ago was that?
2 weeks. About 2 weeks. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Crazy.
Yeah. That's
They
a
chop
lot.
your bones all off, which is wild.
When did you find out that?
It's been a journey. I mean,
working
yeah,
on it,
yeah. I've
yeah.
been waiting to
Been
see
oiling
when
it,
I got to do it.
WD-40.
What up, dude?
Yo,
Good to see you, Jeff Howe.
how are ya?
Missed you, man.
You too, buddy.
Bow.
How's your hip?
It's good. You
Good,
know, like I
man.
feel pretty good today.
Good.
I'm in a good mood.
Got you on the good.
I maybe
drugs?
went a little too crazy there, T. I'm sorry, buddy. I was acting stupid.
It was a lot to work with.
Well,
there.
when sometimes too, if you don't feel good or something, you
Yeah.
know, like it's fun. It makes you feel better to
you know,
fuck around. Yeah, I love fucking around.
There was a period there before you were on the Monsters where we were on the 7 o'clock, thing.
Yeah, yeah.
And then they asked us. They said you need to fill. They wanted us to fill or whatever. So nobody was getting any sleep. And the last hour of the show, when everybody felt like crap, like they had us do from 7 to 12. I think it was like 5 hours, something like that.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I
It
remember
was
this.
some of the funniest stuff in the world, but it was because what's that?
It was the satellite
Yeah.
radio, right?
Well, no. He's talking at night.
That happened too because nobody was getting any sleep.
He's talking about at night. They were having Russ and Bo cover over.
Yeah.
And it got goofy. I remember listening to it before I was up. Yeah, it was before I was there.
And it did happen when we did the morning thing,
Yep.
and they had us kind of, start a little
I
bit
forgot
early.
about that.
Yeah.
You know, it's me and Daniel have this conversation.
Oh,
Obviously,
everybody's
we're-
looking at your crotch.
We're still,
You're looking at my crotch?
Because you were standing up.
Wait, hang on.
There we go.
That's actually not bad.
That's
looking.
not bad.
Yeah, I've been working out.
Look at that cell phone
Just the crotch,
crease.
though.
Look at the
Oh,
cell
I
phone
know,
crease.
man.
Look at that.
thing.
Look at that cell phone
This is
crease.
almost as big as my laptop.
Yeah, I got to get a smaller cell phone. I did it one time, and then the big one came out. I went back to the big one, and it's not good.
it is too big to. It's uncomfortable to keep in your pocket.
We're getting older, and that's what old men say. That's
That's
what old men say.
I want mine to fold and to keep on the outside like a knife.
Yeah.
My dad died with a flip phone.
People are
Worst
using
photos. He's got photos of Maggie the dog all on his phone. They were the worst photos.
Yeah.
I almost kept them just because they were so shitty,
Yeah.
and that's how funny they were.
My brother actually still has a flip phone. I mean, I don't even know where he gets them from. He just held on to the one that he has. But and we all yell at him, just get a smartphone. But it broke, the hinges broke.
Yeah.
So now when his phone rings and he pulls it out, he puts it to his ear and the bottom drops and just swings like this. And I'm so jealous. I want one.
Yeah, that's actually kind of funny.
You know,
I know.
people are buying flip phones because
They're in.
They're addicted, or they think they are to this, like the smartphone and the screen and stuff, and so they don't want it.
Oh,
So they just go to because they're like, oh, you can communicate with me. I have it
the
for
temptation
emergencies.
away, yeah.
and then taking the
That's
temptation
like
away.
the,
That makes a lot of sense.
Who's the guy from Cheers? Woody Harrelson. He doesn't have a phone.
Yeah.
He doesn't have a phone at all?
No, he has an assistant, and then they have to reach you with a landline, and they have to get him.
I mean, that
it's weird.
You
sounds
gotta
like
call Matthew McConaughey. He'll relay the
No, that
information.
happened.
That sounds like a
with-
better life.
No, that happened with somebody recently.
Yeah.
And then they had to get. It may have been Shane Gillis or some comedian.
Yeah.
Where they had to reach out to Matthew McConaughey. Exactly what you're saying. Who knows Woody Harrelson? That reached out to Woody, and then Woody got a hold of the guy and was like, "Hey, you wanted to?" It was an actor that was studying something, and Woody was going to teach him.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, that's a real. I guess that's a real thing. Do you want to start?
Yeah, we'll talk about all of
Yeah,
that.
let's talk about it. Why don't you begin, sir? Where are we putting this?
This will be Thursday 1.
Thursday 1. Sounds great.
So this will air Thursday.
What's that?
It'll air Thursday.
I was under the impression we were going to air tonight.
Yeah.
He's out ASAP. Absolutely.
It's a mean face. It is. It's a mean face.
You want to see my crotch again?
If Jeff
I love your
Howe
crotch.
ever was mean to me, I would immediately know it was a joke. It's an
Yeah.
impossibility.
Yeah.
You know,
I've seen Jeff go off on somebody one time.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
And
you
the
push
cricketers
him to the
arms,
limit.
and it's a different vibe.
Yeah, it is.
It
yeah.
sucks the fucking wind out of the.
Yeah.
It's not fun.
No, but Jeff would never be a dickhead for no reason.
No.
Yeah, you'd have to push him to the limit.
He was pushed, and this drunk person was ruining the night, and
Yeah.
Jeff let him have it.
Yeah, they can definitely. Yeah, I can definitely be pushed. But Casey, there are things that happen, like when inanimate objects don't cooperate with you.
Yeah.
I get really angry, and so when I'm ready to do a show, and all of a sudden something goes bad on the board, you can't hear, the mic goes out,
Yeah.
and I can't trace what it is. Casey will tell you. Yeah, and I mean the F bombs and the.
Yeah,
And
I do a lot of that in here.
Yeah, and we were playing for 3 years, and one day on the way home, he goes, "Hey, Dad, when you're cursing like that," he goes, "is that directed at me?" And I went, "Oh my God, no!" So for 3 years, he thought I was mad at him.
Oh, yeah, when you're making direct eye contact.
Well, yeah.
Shaking
Fuck
me.
you, Casey.
Well, half of it is the fact that you
You
were
were
born.
yelling, "Fuck you!"
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
not my son.
Yeah. Well, because the fact that you were born, I have to work so much harder.
And I don't like being described as an inanimate object.
Let's circle back to that. Would you like to start?
Yeah.
Here we go. And 3, 2.
Welcome to A Corporate Time with Tom and Dan. I'm Tom.
I am Dan. I'm not losing my voice, I promise. I don't know what happened there. But hey, we are live on Twitch and YouTube. We'd love it if you join us. Just head on over there and search for @TomandDanLive.
Yeah, and in April, our BDM Appreciation Week is coming up. We're having a big celebration, BDMs only, on April 19th.
You know, when you say celebration, it makes me think of like Disney World.
Yeah.
They have kind of locked down the term celebration, you know?
We've got live music.
We do.
We've got a whip show.
We do have a whip show. We have a beautiful
little bit
woman.
magic.
We have a beautiful woman, illusionist and magician.
Oh, good.
And scientist that will be making her way to an undisclosed location to put on an erotic whip show.
yeah.
It's an erotic whip show.
And Silver Linings Band is going to play after.
Yep.
It's going to be an awesome event, and you got to be a BDM to be invited. So if you're not a BDM, you can sign up at tomanddan.com, and we will send out another invite. Like everybody, all BDMs currently know, but we will send out another invite probably a week before the event.
And if you want to sign up, it's tomanddan.com/registration. You can sign up and be a part of the party.
Yep. So in the studio with us, Jeff Howell and Casey Howell.
Hey,
How you doing?
How are
Let me
you
give a
guys?
blast. Hold on. Let's see if this thing's working today. Oh, is it not? We didn't break it. Hey, it is working. I like to start everything with a song.
Sure.
Let's give them a song, ladies and gentlemen, to Jeff and to Casey Howell.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, remember the Red Dog Pub? Is that still going? They had real good grub. It killed Jeff, but I fell in love at the Red Dog Pub. At the Red Dog Pub. Red Dog Pub. Came from Louisiana. Just a man and a guitar. Singing songs and telling jokes on the stage up at the bar. But the bar is oddly empty. The man, he doesn't realize that it's time to stop the music. He can finally close his eyes.
That's for you to die. Yeah.
Yeah,
She wants you to die. Yeah.
That was beautiful.
ChatGPT, at the end of the song, ChatGPT was like, it's time for the music to be over. He can finally close his eyes.
Yeah.
He can die. He can
Oh,
die
my
now.
God. Now
rest
save
that
that
you've
one for
earned.
me.
Okay,
I know
I'll
that
send it to
costs you a lot of money.
I'll
I'm
send
sorry.
it to you.
Yeah.
No, I'll send it to you. It's free. It's free. Tom gave me the credit card, and I bought the biggest package.
Believe me.
can write that
I
off.
know.
Yeah, I can write it off.
Yeah.
Yeah, he thinks that I'm never really mad at him, but
How are you guys doing?
Good to see you
Right
guys.
now, yeah,
Yeah,
so
that
much
was
better.
for Casey.
that is like, do save that for me if you
I
would.
will.
please.
Yeah, I'll give it to you. Yeah, for
Hey,
sure.
I got a couple of questions.
Yeah.
real quick.
Please, please.
Y'all just did the swingers thing.
Yes.
Yeah. So,
Did you ever dabble in that?
No, never did.
Not my thing either.
Yeah, not my. Yeah.
I'm not anti it. Those are sweet people. But
Yeah.
No,
No,
I
I
think
just
talking
I
about
just
it
don't.
with my dad.
Yeah, I didn't think about that.
Not
I'm
my
sorry.
thing.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I don't feel. I barely feel comfortable with a girl in the room. You know,
Right.
and I don't want other people.
Right.
Yeah.
It's hard enough to touch a woman alone.
Alone,
Then
yeah.
that's actually not. You're not wrong.
Yeah. No.
There are plenty of men that don't know, even now, that
Yeah.
they're nervous to touch their own wives.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
Yeah.
nervous to touch myself.
Yes,
I've had a couple of offers to do threesomes back in the day.
Yeah.
And I won't do it because I can only disappoint one woman at a time.
like that. That's fantastic. That's Bob Zany style. I love it.
Thank you very
I don't know
much.
if it's just my age,
Yeah.
but that is what I'm looking for.
There
right
you go,
there.
baby.
Yeah,
There you
I
go. So
love it. Hey, baby.
the question is, do gay people have swingers clubs?
Yes.
Or are they just swingers bars? I mean, just gay bars. Are they just gay bars?
Okay.
Don't they flip around a lot?
I think
I don't know. I don't want to be.
No.
They
I don't
have
think you're
more
being
fun.
They're
disrespectful at all.
wrestling each other.
Listen, from what I've experienced
Yeah.
so far,
Yeah.
it's just they have a more open, fun relationship
Yeah.
than
Right.
normal, I guess.
Yeah, yeah.
Not
Sure.
all the time, but I think
Like,
in
to me, gay people
percentages.
in sex are like black people's barbecues.
That's perfect.
They're just obviously better.
Okay.
Their food is better.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
the
yeah.
music's better.
Yeah.
and
It's
the
more
dancing,
fun.
and it's more fun, and it goes on forever.
Yeah, yeah.
That's
and
why
it's
it's
awesome.
a little bit spicier.
Yeah, and everything has flavor.
Yeah,
There,
exactly.
I think I figured it
And a
out.
lot of white sweat towels. What? Anyway.
Clean up's a mess.
Or Jeff, we
What?
were bringing up hedonism. You've been to hedonism.
Yeah. Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I-
Daniel has too.
I have.
Hold
Yeah,
on.
you have been as well.
When I went, I think that
Oh,
was
you
a
went?
yeah. Well, that,
You went once, right?
Yeah,
you didn't
you
go
weren't
twice.
there. It was Tuttle went when
You
we
went with me.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I went with you.
And then we skipped the
I
second
hated
one.
it. I
Yeah,
hated
we
it.
skipped the second one, and you hated it, and I just didn't want to fly again.
Yeah.
And we were flying for it was like a wedding
Yeah.
thing. And look, I don't have to tell you guys anything. It wasn't something I wanted to do. All
Yeah.
right? And yeah, you and I,
Yeah,
we sat that one
the
out.
thing is, I was seeing somebody at the time, but the problem was, she couldn't go because her husband would have been a little pissed about it, and so
really?
I was seeing a married girl at the time.
Yeah!
Wow!
Hell yeah!
So I had to-
Hold on, I almost hit a symbol with a
Yeah. And I was
I didn't
trying
know
to,
what to do.
I was trying to think,
It just comes natural at a certain point, I guess.
how could she not talk to her husband for a week? Type. But that didn't
Yeah.
work. But anyway,
Oh,
the thing
man.
about
That's
about
exciting, Jeff.
hedonism is the people that show up at hedonism
Yeah.
are not the people on the brochure.
Yes.
Yeah. Most
yeah.
of the people that show up, you don't want to see.
Yeah. But then I was actually
I was
because
pleasantly surprised. There's some ringers.
Was there?
I saw when
Is
I
ringers
was
good or bad?
no,
Stack the
you
Oh
know,
yeah, that was probably a bad choice of words. Ringers.
there
The
were
worm ringers.
a lot more younger couples than I thought because of what I was told before I went there.
Sure, yeah.
And then I realized because when I went to in the radio days doing the nudist resort stunts and stuff, and then it's like, oh, everybody here is old.
Yeah.
But that's not really the case. Like there are
That doesn't
more
work now,
young
right?
people than you think.
That does that work now?
The nudist.
Okay, are there radio stations and shows? Because you and I have been kind of, and you'll understand this, Jeff.
Yeah.
Tom and I've kind of started seeing the cyclical patterns of everything in entertainment. Like everything is exactly the same. And what I mean by that is if you look at Mr. Beast and what he's doing, you can look at a blanket sheet of all of the bits that he's doing, and most of those are being done and have been done currently by radio stations all across North America.
Yeah.
He's not reinventing the wheel.
Stay in
nothing.
this cube
Yeah.
until the last person leaves and they win the prize.
Last person that can squeeze their body in the car wins the new Lamborghini. Like these are
Gets health care.
yeah, these are not. But these are not.
Yeah.
Is the nudist resort thing? Is there a station somewhere in the Midwest where Bucky and Little Frog, that's you and I, that's our Bucky and Little Frog, I'm Little Frog.
That's your Omaha
Bucky
name.
and Little Frog are going to hedonism. They're still fitting because they used to foot the bill. They'd pay you to go out there to promote the sandals or hedonism. Is that still a thing?
I think they still do sandals vacation. Yeah, I think Real Radio did one not too long. Like a news junkie got in.
Oh,
on
they
that.
always used to send Pat Lynch and Taco
Yeah,
Bell.
yeah. And then I was like, oh, how'd you get that? Let me get
Yeah,
the
let me
marketing
get that,
person's name. Get the marketing person's name. I'll give him the deal. But I still think that happens. Although, I don't know if I think the novelty of
The
doing,
nudity.
Well,
It's not a big deal
well,
anymore.
because everybody has the internet, and
everywhere.
you could see. And if you're curious about what a nudist resort is, you just search it on TikTok.
Right.
And you look. They put out their own social media clips. Everybody's just consuming
Sure.
any information you ever want to know about.
Yeah.
Is just one search away on Instagram, and you
Yeah.
can see
It's not
1,000
secret
reels.
anymore.
Yeah,
It doesn't
yeah,
have
but-
the allure.
But being still in person, and
I like to be able to smell it.
and
If I can smell
there's
it, then I'm
nothing that
back
beats
in.
it.
It's the kind of pulls me. It's like 4D.
Yeah. It's that extra dimension.
I
Yeah.
like my porn Muppets 4D. I like a little water on the face.
Yeah.
I like a little scent of pine in the air.
Go ahead.
No. I was gonna switch topics a little bit into
Sure.
cell phones, and we were talking about the cell phones,
Right,
and
right.
some
And then
people.
don't forget, I got to ask if Jeff remembers a certain person.
Oh yeah. So the it's been a thing because we were talking about like cell phones and flip phones, and your brother still has a flip phone.
My dad died with a flip phone.
And
loved it. Loved his flip phone.
Oh yeah.
So Crystal has been telling me, she's like, maybe I'll just get a flip phone because she, like, a while back she deleted or it removed social media from her phone because she was like, I feel I get trapped in it.
Right.
I start checking it and then I start
It's not
scrolling.
a bad idea.
And then she's like, it's the equivalent of her telling me to take her popcorn away because she can't stop eating it. You have no self-control, which I do bring up.
More addicted to popcorn or
I'm like,
Instagram?
and I'm like, just don't click. You have to delete
Now,
it
is
from
she
your
doing
phone.
the popcorn during the Instagram? Do you take both away at the same time?
And then,
What do I do with my hands?
Yeah, what do I do?
And then every once in a while, I'll send her a reel that I think is funny.
Don't do that. That's mean.
And then she's like, I can't. And then she'll re-download it. And then she's stuck again.
Yeah.
Then she's
Why
like,
would you do that? That's not supportive. Like right now,
You're
my wife's
cruel.
doing macros. You're supposed to be support staff.
Then she's like, maybe I'll get a flip phone just to take the temptation
Sure.
away. And then I find out it's a thing, and they actually sell them for this purpose because people don't want a
Right.
smartphone
And they have
anymore.
secret apps on them.
And
So you're just carrying around a flip phone that people see, and you're like, I have a flip phone, so I don't use it. And then you go poop, and you pull up all the apps.
yeah, but it's not as addicting like the scrolling and like I guess it's just the getting stuck in the stuck in the
Sure.
scroll, you know. Which does that happen to you, Jeff?
What?
You get stuck in the scroll of TikTok,
you-
Instagram.
No,
Reels.
I don't go to that side of Facebook. I just look at my stuff.
Okay,
Yeah.
but
You've always kind of been that way. Always listen to your own music.
Yeah.
always,
I
like-
literally post my gigs and then I leave it alone. Now
good.
he is social media. How many months are you in social media now?
Oh, like 3 or 4, maybe.
Yeah, he's never
3
done it.
months,
at
really?
all.
I'm
love
a
that.
newborn.
That makes me want to hug you. The
Yeah.
fact that you're almost like a virgin. I feel like. I almost
Almost.
feel like I should slap it
Yeah,
out of your
right.
hand.
Yeah, but you
I
know-
feel like I should slap it out of your hand and go like, "What the hell are you doing?
So,
Don't get
okay,
on it."
So Jeff, this is a father question.
It's like
because-
getting on drugs.
Yeah. He got me into the drugs. He got me my
I
first
know
hit.
he did.
Yeah.
And he made you a musician?
So-
What?
I know,
An
God.
entertainer?
I feel horrible.
Like us?
Yeah.
Bunch of trash bags.
I feel horrible.
Well, I remember
God, my daughter's
Casey,
becoming an entertainer too.
Is she really?
She's dance crazy, and I'm like, you're gonna starve, you whore.
I remember when you were young, Casey, where you'd be like,
Yeah.
you know, and
Being funny, taekwondo crazy.
you didn't grow up with smartphones
Video games.
and social media and
Yeah.
stuff. So I mean, and that's such a gift that you were able to not be like your brain didn't get
Immersed
addicted to
in
a
it.
screen.
Yeah.
And we're learning a lot more now, but I do regret and I have deep regrets that like even introduced a screen to my sons.
Sure.
And because we, you know, and we limit the time and stuff, but they really like it.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like over the years, like they just learn, and they're, you know, obviously they're gonna live their lives with a screen.
Yeah.
And in the future, you know, 20 years from now, I imagine, you know, it's just gonna be a necessity to do business and to live.
Oh yeah.
But it's just like, God, if they could have grown up without it, then it would never have been a thing.
Yeah.
And then
Delayed
Casey,
it or
and then
something,
yeah,
yeah.
Casey is like not even on social media, and so I feel like it's just
Yeah.
not in your brain. But once you grow up with it, your brain always wants it.
Do you
Yeah.
still
Like a
game?
drug.
Do you still game at all? Because you were a gamer growing
Yeah,
up, right?
I game a fair amount, and I did have social media for like a very brief time in college, maybe about
no. I'm
3-4 weeks or something.
Ah.
But I just noticed that it was not good for me. I immediately got sucked into it, and the
Yeah.
addiction happened like overnight. And I was like, "Oh, this is terrible.
Yeah,
I
this is
gotta,
not good."
I gotta break away from this."
So you recognize it immediately, and then you're like, I'm done.
Yeah, like I dabbled in crack.
That sounds very
wasn't
much.
addicted.
No, but it sounds very much like something your dad would do.
He
Like
had to walk away.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you've done that before, and you've always been able to do that. Like I don't. I tend to be a little more like Crystal, where I have to hand the brownie pan to Andrea and be like, "You gotta get these out of here."
Yeah.
'Cause
I'm not in control anymore.
Yeah, I'm out of control.
But for your job, though, and I'm sure that's why you got back into it.
that's
It's
why I
like
had to,
promoting, because we find that the same thing too. It's like, and we were talking about this the other day. Like people are like they'll say they listen to our show,
Sure.
but really they just listen to the clips that we post on social media.
Oh, yeah.
and they haven't listened to a whole show
Yeah,
in a long
yeah,
time. And
Sometimes they don't even do that. Sometimes they just see we posted a clip and they're like, they're still doing it.
yeah.
Those crazy
But I-
kids,
Yeah.
what are they up to?
Yeah, they're still at it.
That's happened with me me with different podcasts that I used to consume the whole podcast,
Sure.
and now I'll see like little clips of interviews on
Yeah.
social media, and then I'll be like, oh, okay, I got the
Let me ask you
gist
guys
of it.
a question.
It says micro consumption
Sure.
of
What's-
content nowadays.
The chat room, I'm going to give credit to Riki. He brought this up. Tell me what you guys think about this. If right now we're addicted to this device, right?
Sure.
I got my iPhone here. This is the thing that we all like go to.
Right.
And it would be funny if I held it up and there's porno on it, right? But it's the thing we always go to. We're on it all the time, at least like 3.5 hours a day, I
Sure.
think is the average for most people. Riki says like no screens 20 years from now. It'll all be in your brain.
Oh, yeah.
So if it goes back into your brain, but it's still artificial, are you still being distracted?
No way of what we know now, they're going to give us the ability to just bring up porno or anything stimulating at any time, because it would shut down a human society. Because
I
people
don't-
would be
but
so
no,
addicted to it.
No, but like he's saying, no phone. You just you want to activate it. You got your neural link.
Yeah.
And you're like, boop, you just turn it on. Jeff Howe's here. We're doing the show, and over in the corner, I got
Yeah.
the best of Christy Canyon 1980s rolling.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah, appreciate.
yeah, appreciate. Thank you. This
would-
man knows.
But it would ruin society. You know what I'm saying? Like, because we're in an interesting time in which we didn't know how addictive having a
Computer
a device
yeah.
in that unlimited information with anything you want at any
Yeah.
time would be. And now we're starting to realize, we're like, oh, then that's why they're putting limits. Like, don't give this to kids so much. And they're like, oh,
Yeah,
like
sure.
we're living the experiment
Yeah.
that's going to teach us, like, oh, having unlimited information and stimulation
Yeah.
in your pocket has to be regulated by yourself in some
Sure.
way. Kind of
Yeah.
like, we have unlimited chocolate. We just can't eat it all the time, or we get fat, or, we get
God, I wish
diabetes.
I was eating chocolate right now. I wish
I
the
know.
camera cut to me and I'm eating chocolate.
And we learned as a society, like, we have unlimited food that we could buy and eat at all times.
Yeah.
And and it's taken us, maybe 100 years, but we're like, hey, we've got to.
The difference
we have
though is
some
it's-
We gotta
self-control.
pace ourselves.
But it's
here.
tangible, right? Like when you eat poor food, when you have malnutrition, you can
Yeah.
either be super skinny or obese,
Yeah.
right? Like with your mind, there are no active other than the things that you say. There's really no ways to look at somebody and determine whether or not their mind is affected by their addiction to a pad, right? Like you can look at somebody and say like, oh, you're pale, or oh, you're very heavy.
Sure, yeah.
Like I don't know how you determine that.
Are you looking
just-
at us?
Well, yeah.
No, I was actually looking at myself.
Man, staring
Yeah.
straight at me there.
But you can, I think you
Can I
can
borrow
tell
your walker?
by the person not thriving and living their life, right? As the person's just like at home, like never
Yeah.
living a outside life, and just
Right.
and you're like, hey, this is not natural to being a human being, right?
Yeah.
Like we've evolved over lots of hundreds of thousands of years,
Sure.
and then we can't just all of a sudden implant a neural link and then have access to anything, and then now
Oh,
we're
but
talking
we
about
can.
Matrix,
Yeah, that'd be
like,
awesome.
whereas-
My car's driving me around. I'm watching porno in my brain.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Because you go
The dream.
you go farther, you keep going farther in the
Yeah.
future, and then you're like, well, why not just live in a simulation if it's better than your own life? If you're,
Right.
you know,
Which it is
You
for a
get
lot
the
of people.
premise
Yeah.
for every movie out
Yeah,
there right
But
now.
you know what the fact of it is, there's no. I've said this for years. There's no such thing as science fiction. It's all science fact that either just hadn't happened yet.
Yeah,
Okay. So what
Right.
they're telling us, with this AI that's happening now, once they figure out the quantum chip, once they get that, it's over. We're done. The machines will take over, and they don't need to be robots. They don't need to come beat us up physically. All they need to do is get into our infrastructure, and they'll cut off your water supply. It could cut off your electricity. It could wipe out your banking.
yes,
Yeah.
I finally
all right,
got Jeff
you lost
to
me,
get
yeah.
into the end of the world
Oh, yeah.
survivalist.
Oh, absolutely.
I've been waiting for this moment.
I've thought this for years, and I can't wait for it to happen. I want everybody to see. Here's the
Well,
deal.
you're fluent. You use it, so you're an ally.
Get the
Yeah.
AI
You're
the
on their
bathroom.
I
side.
feel like you're
Yeah.
an ally.
And
You're an
here's-
old ally.
and
They'll be
here's
like,
the-
have you talked to the Oracle? That's your name. You're the Oracle.
Yeah, here's the deal. I actually here's the deal. So I know it's coming, and so I mean I truly believe that eventually robots are going to wipe out humans, and they'll be hopefully they'll be
And they'll
great.
be right.
Yeah, they will be right. But I did invest a bunch of money in NVIDIA because it's going through the roof right now.
Oh my God,
and that's the AI chip.
Yeah, that's a big one.
Yeah, you could. Like, you can't control what's gonna. This is how I look at it.
Yeah.
You
Are you
can't
gonna use one of your Dr. Phil phrases again? You can't control the future, but you can't control the past. Okay.
But you could be even if it's like not the smartest way to look at it, but
You may not be the strongest frog, but you can still do the backstroke sometimes in the creek. You know what I'm saying?
You could be ignorantly optimistic about the future and just be like, man, maybe by that time, like a lot more smarter people than I am are gonna look at this and be like, this is not like.
I'm looking at the world right now, and I keep saying, "Where are these smart people going to fix all this stuff?" And I'm not seeing anyone stepping
All the
in.
people I used to think were smart are now proving themselves not to be.
I pulled myself out of that entirely.
Oh, absolutely.
I got 35 years, maybe. Nothing's gonna happen to that short.
I'm already blowing my daughter's money on surgeries for my ailing body.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So it's there's a short.
I'm just gonna start cutting my bones off until I fall into a coffin.
Hey, let
You
me
do
ask
start realizing how short of a time we have here.
Okay, let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
Okay, with
This is a
technology going.
depressing ass segment. Let me go to mine. Because it can fix it. I can fix it.
Okay.
But finish your thought, and then
Okay.
I'll turn it around.
Also,
I'll turn
so
it
you
around.
got 35 years, a good
32
span right
maybe.
there. Yeah.
Yeah, that's some hard living there.
Do you think we could get a Tom and Dan coaster that actually lies flat on the table here?
Oh yeah.
And that's empty. That's an empty bottle.
So we bought 6 paper coasters, and we've been using them for 9 years.
This is amazing. It is amazing. It's like a game from Warner Brothers or Milton Bradley. It's like dump your drink. That's the new game that we're playing.
All right.
How old is that big cone that Jeff is drinking?
This one?
That's been in this fridge for a while.
He brought that from home.
Yeah.
That Kona beer.
I
Did you bring that from home?
No.
I think Tony Munjet brought that when his name was Rage.
yeah, like pre-pandemic.
Yeah.
Actually, Casey will tell you, I spent about 20 minutes of your last interview.
Yeah.
Going through your cabinets going, where's the goddamn bottle opener?
Oh, I'm sorry. There's one up on the wall.
Yeah, it took me forever.
It's up on the wall.
I'd already be 3 beers down.
Do you remember the name Mason Reese?
Mason Reese, yeah.
I knew you'd remember.
Who is that?
He was the little boy from the deviled food, the deviled ham
Oh,
commercial.
that cute kid.
Yeah. So I'm gonna play a commercial for you, TC. This is called This is called Dan and Jeff's Blast from the Past.
Okay, all right.
Old man. I got to turn on the net here so people can see this. Hold on. Let me see if I can get this to work.
So the
everybody
kid
can
from
see
the
this.
Little Debbie.
No, not Little Debbie. Deviled.
Deviled ham.
Deviled ham. You like deviled ham.
Yeah,
You should
oh,
know.
yeah.
Okay.
Actually,
so,
I did too.
yeah, I love deviled ham.
It was,
My dad.
but it was so small. I mean, you couldn't hardly get
Well,
it.
you mix it with mayonnaise.
I didn't mix mine.
Well, just here. Okay, this is Mason Reese. This is him.
I do remember. Cute.
All the way back from this kid. He did commercials everywhere. Here we
Yeah.
go.
There's 2 good things about today's high prices. There's a lot less bags to carry in, and we get more into a deviled ham. You know why? When Mom mixes a can with relish, mayonnaise, and celery, we have 4 meat sandwiches.
I'm gonna pause. Well, let me back it up. I'm gonna pause it so you can see him. He's got the cutest little red Dutch boy hair.
Oh, yeah,
little Dutch
yeah.
boy haircut.
Yeah.
And he's got a little old man face with a dimpled chin, and he's just as cute as he can be with his little train conductor overalls on, a little orange
Yeah.
shirt, and then he's talking about the devil. And then here he's gonna
Does
continue.
he have like the Hezbollah disease?
He might have Hezbollah. Yeah. He might have Hezbollah disease.
Yeah.
Because that is a gross.
Yeah.
man.
For under $1. Or you can use egg salad or pineapple and still give your family meat and save money.
Here's his big phrase.
Wow, 4 meat sandwiches for under $1.
Wow, 4 meat sandwiches for under $1. Okay, here's the fascinating thing about Mason Reese that I wanted to bring up to you. Why did Mason Reese is still alive?
Yeah.
In 2019, Mason Reese started dating an adult film star that is on OnlyFans.
All right.
And Mason Reese, I'm going to pull him up right now so you guys can see him.
Okay.
Don't tell me he's handsome, because all those cute kids grew up to be goofy-looking adults.
my computer shut down, so I don't. There he is now.
Oh!
Same haircut. He looks exactly the same. He has not changed his hair. He has not changed. He is in his 80s, I think, 70s.
Wow.
He
That
is
shows
not. He is still active. This is my white whale. I want to talk to Mason Reese. I want to talk to him. Why he's dated a porn star. They just broke up.
Yeah.
Aw.
He does a podcast. He's done multiple commercials. He tells a story about being on. He was on the Howard Cosell show.
Yeah.
They had booked him, Mason Reese, and Howard Cosell, and they booked Evel Knievel.
No.
Mason Reese is on the panel with Evel Knievel. Howard Cosell asked Mason Reese, "What do you think of what Evel Knievel does?" And Mason is a 10-year-old boy. He goes, I think it's crazy. He's broken all these bones. It's very scary.
Yeah.
And then they get done with it. Evel Knievel grabs him by the shirt off camera, bashes him into the effing wall, and goes, "Don't you ever effing talk about me and besmirch my name on TV, you punk!" And yells at his 10-year-old little red-haired boy.
Is that why he looks like that?
Yeah, Evel Knievel beat up red-haired 1970s Hezbollah. Like, he's banging them at the Howard Cosell show.
Isn't
That's
that
a true
amazing?
story.
Where did you just get a deep dive into this bizarre?
I became obsessed with the fact that this man, he looked like this at like the age of 5 or 6. He did this deviled ham commercial that literally set his life ablaze.
Yeah.
It set him a path that he's still capitalizing on as an 80-year-old man with the same haircut that he had as a 5-year-old boy, and he's dating porn stars, and everybody out there wants to complain about, oh, woe is me. This guy looks like an elf, and he has for his entire life, and he's doing fine.
Well,
he's killing it.
Apparently, 4 meats in one will really distort your face.
His hair grows in genetically like that.
Yeah, I mean, and you know what? Good for him for never changing the cut.
Yeah.
Because he knew that if he changed the cut, he gives up the bit.
Yeah. Well, you know what? When you first showed him, I thought you were going to tell me that he grew up to be Emo Phillips.
He kind of does look like Emo Phillips.
He does got the thing. Yeah.
No, but he has a collection of stories. The guy's like still in L.A.
Yeah.
He's a restaurateur. He's owned a bunch of he owned like a Middle Eastern deli at one point.
Yeah.
After he got out of like doing kid acting.
Yeah.
He didn't really do any acting, but he's a restaurateur. He's owned different places that were quite successful, little bars, and even in 2019, I think he made some sports bar called like Stadium Club.
Yeah.
And he's like,
but they only served beer and deviled ham.
Exactly. But it's just like I don't know why I became obsessed with it. I guess because I saw him on a podcast. Somebody was interviewing him. I go, hey, that's that kid from the Devil. I knew exactly who it was. I go, that's the Devil Food. Deviled ham kid.
That's the ham devil right there.
That's the goddamn ham.
Well, you know your obsession thing?
Yeah.
I've got the same thing with a movie now. Now, I'm a big movie guy. We've talked about this before. I don't watch any TV. I hate TV. I hate shows. I'll try to watch a little clips of news, but I tune that out now. I've done that for about a year. The movie you've got to see, it's an independent. You might have seen it already. It's called, this is funny after the Fairville people, but the movie is called Hundreds of Beavers.
Okay.
Have you heard of it?
No.
Okay. It is an independent film. It's totally done with a little camera, and most of it is all graphic. It's black and white. It's a silent movie. There's only really 5 characters, but the animals in the movie, the beavers, are humans in beaver costumes, and it's the most geniusly stupid movie ever, or the most stupidly genius movie. But I think both you guys would love it.
Here's the trailer.
Yeah, do the trailer.
Here's a little trailer of Hundreds of Beavers. No way, Joe.
That was
I'm sorry, Joe.
That was the intro bit. That's
Jeff,
the intro
I'm
bit.
out. I'm already out. I'm sorry, Jeff. I'm already out.
Our attention spans
Casey
are,
walked out. Casey walked out.
Yeah.
Your son walked out of the show.
Give it 20 minutes, because I will tell you this. The first time I saw it, I'm always willing to try a new movie, and I give it 20 minutes.
Give it 2 hours. Yeah. That's all we're asking.
Well, I
you.
was stoned. I was stoned off my I did like 4 gummies.
Oh, yeah. This would be great with some gummies.
But it's like a Warner Brothers cartoon on steroids and acid, both at the time. Give it 20 minutes. I think both of you. There are plenty of people won't like it, but I give it 20 minutes.
Okay.
So
I mean, right now.
I'm in.
You guys aren't doing anything right.
Now I know you like the Three Stooges, Jeff.
Yeah. This is way beyond. And here's the deal. I watched it stoned, and I went, okay, was that just because I was so high? So I watched it again, not high, laughed my ass off. Then I said, okay, I need to try. So I brought Casey in. Casey?
Yep.
Be nice.
You know what it reminds me of? Red Green.
Red Green.
Do you remember Red Green?
I do, but
okay, Red Green is a Canadian show. It's was Canadian Public Broadcasting.
Yeah.
It was about a camp wannabe con or something. Like it was like it's like a lodge.
Yeah.
In somewhere in Canada, and Red Green is he's a member of the lodge, and he's a member of this small town, and he fixes everything in the town with duct tape, and it's like he's like a ragtag wilderness Canadian.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
And they do these type of like almost a tip of the hat vaudeville sketches and there is an art to it where everybody's running around a little faster. You're mimicking like big exaggerated movements.
There's a lot of miming.
Yeah, a lot of slapstick. A lot of falling
People
down.
are trapped in their boxes.
A lot of like accidentally falling over, but not.
Yeah, like that. Yeah.
Like he almost like went on the point.
That could have went really bad right there.
Like, I could have stabbed my eye, but I didn't, and I'm not talking for 2 hours.
And maybe I don't have any respect for the miming skill.
You don't.
Like when I
Do
see
you
it,
know
I'm
that
just like, I see what you're doing.
He has
but I don't
always
respect
hated
it.
anything that's like slightly, like if it's slightly artistic, he's like, get it out of here.
Well, I'm kind of with you.
Get it out of here. No words, get it out of
It's like
here.
you're pressing the fake wall.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm with you on the mime thing. But this is slapstick of old school. But here's the deal: give it 20 minutes, and if you don't laugh in 20 minutes, then haul ass. But
then eat a gummy.
You're sitting there. You know the punchline's coming. You know something's coming. But it's always a swerve. It's a slapstick swerve.
Okay, now I see why Jeff likes it.
A swerve stick, if you will.
He loves looking at the punchline.
I got one.
He's taking your place with me.
He already has.
This guy.
Yeah.
The chat room is saying that, and I'm glad SJ realized, there's a segment on Red Green that's this style. The
good.
Adventures with Bill. It's
Yeah.
that style of like, and I'm down to watch it.
But anyway, I didn't mean to hijack the show, but you were obsessed. I'm obsessed with this movie. But now I can't watch it by myself. I have to watch it with another person.
Do you watch a lot of movies?
Oh, I watch movies all the time.
Do you watch the Oscar movies and all?
No, I hate all. Well, except for the ones like Poor Things. I did that.
That's because you're horny.
Yeah, that has movies in it.
Yeah,
I don't think that.
That's that one greasy girl. She's always naked in there, right?
Yeah,
but
the
greasy hair. I'm like, wash her hair.
Yeah, I don't like her look. Yeah, even
why
when
is she so greasy?
When she isn't greasy, I
poor.
don't like her look. But
why are poor people so greasy?
They don't like showers.
God, you poor people are ruining my weird, no strings attached sex with your greasiness.
It's weird. Showers are cheap.
I know.
Yeah.
Casey, where are you gonna be at? I know the.
He's got a paper. I love it.
You're gonna be at some sort of.
The Linda Bird thing, the Crimson House.
Not doing a good job.
No, it sounds like you nailed it. Yeah, come check me out wherever that is. No, I'm in the Crimson House in New Smyrna on Saturday, 2 to
That's
5.
a good bar, good spot, man. Well, it's nicer than a bar. It's like a.
It's great. You've been there, right?
I have not.
Oh, you got to go.
I've seen photos. Obviously, everybody that I know
it's an
has
awesome
been
spot.
there.
Try to go within the next month because it does. It's mostly the outdoor thing, and it gets so hot in the summer. So go when it's really not, but it's beautiful. He'll be there Saturday from 2 o'clock to 5 o'clock.
Nice.
Now,
and
make sure the owner pays you beforehand.
Those radio people, right?
I'm telling you from
may
experience.
not have heard earlier, but comedy is back.
Yeah. on his first night that he played there, I went. I just went there to just kind of hang out, and
To kill the vibe.
Yeah, and it was kind of rainy, so it was a sparse crowd. So Linda Bird came and sat at my table, and we just reminisced. Now, me and Linda Bird.
Who are you?
We never
You're
had
the one that quit.
Yeah, we never had any problem because the show was from 11 to 3. Okay. I got to the station at 10:55, and I was on I-4 at 3:02.
Yeah.
Okay. So I never had any problem with it, but she sat there and she goes, I said, so you had a lot of fun those years. She goes, oh, my God. I wanted to fire Drunky. I wanted to fire Daniel. I wanted to fire Russ. I wanted to fire Bubba. And I just sat there drinking going, God, thank God I'm drinking for free.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, I'm sure we were a topic of conversation now and again. I'm sure my name came up a few times.
Well, she likes you. She likes you.
3 out of 4 ain't bad.
Hey, that's a song. In the top 3.
Yeah.
Hey, look at this guy.
All right, so Crimson House Saturday.
Crimson House.
I think that means they want us out. Yeah.
Tuesday, I'll be at the Whiskey on Sand Lake Road from 9 to midnight.
Nice.
And April the 6th, I'll at Tibby's New Orleans Kitchen in Winter
Yeah.
Park doing
love
brunch
Tibby's.
there from 11 to 2.
The drunkest I ever got in my life, like recently, was at Tibby's.
And
Because they
Tibby's
would
in-
turnpike beers because
Oh,
they have
yeah.
those Mardi Gras glasses.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
the big
And then-
chalices.
And then they fill it up with like, you'd fill it up with just like a regular ice cold beer.
Yeah.
And then you turnpike it, you pour ice cold vodka into the beer, and it mixes, and you can't taste the vodka. It just tastes like beer.
Yeah.
And then next thing you know, you're throwing up in your wife's car.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's so I'd say 6 of the 10 times that I started drinking after quitting was at Tibby's where they put
it's a fun place to drink.
those schooners, those frozen schooners
They're
out
great.
with filled up with the Beatus.
Great place to quit quitting.
Yeah, well, that, I don't know, man. Like I am a sucker for those dumb
yeah.
glasses they got. I love those glasses.
Yeah,
man.
and
They're-
the food is so
Yeah, the
amazing.
food's phenomenal.
Well, Jeff, Casey, thanks so
it's
much
good to
for
see
coming
you
by.
Thank you guys.
Appreciate it.
Thanks
Always
for
a blast.
coming in, you guys.
And Casey, where can people follow your social media to find out where you're playing?
You can find me at CaseyHowell.com or on Facebook.
All right.
Yeah, just Casey Howell Music
Casey
on
Howell.
Facebook or Casey Howell.
There you
Awesome.
go.
Well, guys, we'll see you again soon.
Okay,
Oh, yeah.
I've got another movie that I'd like to throw you.
We can watch it right now if we're not doing anything.
Could you spell out the URL for me?
Twelves of Beavers.
We'll end with 10 minutes of a silent movie.
Never been done. Never been
We
done.
could do it.
Yeah, we could do it.
Yeah.
All right, we'll see you in a minute.
Love you guys.
Great job.
Thank y'all, man.
Awesome. You guys are great.
Thank you.
Where's that good tea?
That's Thursday 1.
Thursday 1. Gotcha.
Awesome, man.
Well, thank you guys for doing that.
No, you guys. Are y'all busy?
Yeah.
I mean, I can't.
We just got back with the stupid.
No. Don't worry about that. In fact, it works better for us because we go to bed so late and sleep late. So, but thank y'all so much,
Oh,
man.
man,
Good
our
time.
pleasure. I love seeing you guys. You
too,
guys are like
buddy.
my
Love you,
favorites.
man.
Cheers, y'all.
So, well, tell the family I said hello.
We'll
you
do it.
the
Yeah,
same.
feel
better.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm on the mend.
But hey, I guarantee, give the movie 20 minutes.
Yeah, I'll watch it. I actually
think it's
bookmarked
right
it.
up both your alleys.
It's newer, isn't it?
Yeah, I know. I absolutely know it's up your alley. I'm pretty sure it's up your alley.
I'm sure,
but it's,
I'll check it out.
it's funny, I'll think it's
yeah.
I'll check it out for sure.
So, but anyway, that's my obsession.
up here. They'll be up your alley.
Hey, buddy, love you, Dan.
Love you too,
Take
buddy.
care, man.
Take care, man.
When the last time I was?
3.
It was with Casey. Casey, what do you think? It was 15 years ago. I think we skipped your senior year. Yeah, something like that. What, are you going?
Well, we just got back.
That's where'd y'all go?
We went to we go to the small mountain in Glenwood Springs called Sunlight Mountain, and then we go to Snowmass.
I think we are doing a. I think that we are going to do lunch now, y'all. So, have a wonderful rest of your lunchtime.